What's name?
Huh?
Take it, okay.
You think it's this? Come. Shalom, long Christ. This is Isupk School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Okay. I want to see if anybody can hear me out there. If they could please type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat. Okay. Look up to New Jersey. Look to the Jersey School. You know what I mean? We're gonna also, right? If a brother in Brooklyn, right? This is the Brooklyn tax, right? If a brother in Brooklyn, New York, if he wants to reach out and attend the classes in Brooklyn, New York, right? For the Isupk, right? You can contact 347-280-3520. All right? That's 347-280-3520. We're gonna do is you're gonna text that number, and what you're going to say is that you want to attend class. You don't want to be a sluggard when it comes to the Most High or the work of the Lord, or for the will of the Most High. You don't want to be a sluggard like most people out there are sluggards. You don't want to be like most people. As you know, most people are going to be put to death who follow their own mind, because most people follow their own mind. You don't want to be a man who follows his own mind. You see what I'm saying? You want to make your election sure, like how Yahweh Shai said. So you can, instead of just letting things roll the dice of who's going to live or die, you're going to make sure that you live. All right? No problem, right? No problem, right? Also, if you can check on the dial, right? You can check on the sound of this too. Right? Okay, got it, right? Now what we're going to go to is we want to get the military structure of the Most High, right? So King James version of the Bible is the most accurate translation from Hebrew to English. And we're going to go in the King James version, we're going to go to the book of John, chapter 15. Right, we're going to go to the book of John, chapter 15, right? And we're going to go to verse 12, okay? And it says here, and this is my commandment, right? A lot of Israelites talk about keeping the law, such commandments. This is a commandment from our King, Yahweh Shai the Christ, right? And the Christ means the anointed, means he was anointed to be king, right? Over all the Israelites. If not him, then who? All right. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you, right? And Yahweh Shai died for our sins, man. You see what I'm saying? Forgive another brother for his sins. You see what I'm saying? And just like Yahweh Shai, he didn't turn a blind eye to your sins. You see what I'm saying? He let you know where he did wrong, and he will tell you, just like he told the woman who was caught in adultery, to sin no more. You know what I mean? And that's how you're going to be to your brothers. You see what I'm saying? Of course, thou shalt not back it, but what? Thou shalt not judge. So you don't determine the matter for that brother. You see what I'm saying? But you should help that brother to get right the same way how you would want somebody to help you get right. You see what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai gave you another chance, give your brother another chance. Hence going into forgiveness. 7 times 77. Right? Big up to Tamika, right? Yahweh Shemala Shai. She's from Dallas. Big up to the brothers in Dallas. You know what I mean? The wife of Trooper Maiwaz. I'm saying big up to Trooper Maiwaz also, right? Big up to Captain Yashama out there. You know what I mean? The big up to all the UPK Dallas, man. ICR, you know what I mean? A mosque upon and brothers heavy. All right? Going on to verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his who? His friends. So your family going to tell you, oh, blood is thicker than water. Nope, not going to Christ. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to roll with your friends under Christ. You're going to leave your family, right? Because your family is going to tell you to do Christmas. And you got to love your family still. We're not telling you to not love your family. Love your family. Love your mother. You see what I'm saying? But you're going to give your life for your friends. Meaning what? You're going to be where your friends are and doing the work of the Most High in Christ. And you are going to aid your friends. You see what I'm saying? You're going to aid in New Jersey. You're going to aid Officer Kowalaba in New York. You're going to aid Captain Tazaya. You see what I'm saying? All the brothers with you is going to be your friends. That's going to be your family. These friends you're going to look at your family, right? You're going to look at your friends like their family. You know what I mean? Verse 14. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Now, Christians don't do this. You see what I'm saying? Christians don't lay down their life for their friends. A Christian is always trying to save himself, a snitch on everybody, because they're trying to save themselves at the expense of their friends. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you are a friend of Christ, you are a brother who lay down your life for your friends. You go out in the streets, you see what I'm saying, and teach on the street, regardless of, oh, the FBI might watch me, oh, the CIA might watch me. Oh, what if somebody shoots at us? We're saying all these things in the street, right? Regardless of all of that, you go to camp and you lay down your life for your friends. You go out there and teach the word of the Most High, raise your people up from the dust state that they're in. You see what I'm saying? With your own life at stake for your friends, to add more friends to us. Okay? Good, right? And that's how you become a friend of Yahweh Shai the Christ. Christians are lying when they're talking about they love Jesus Christ and Jesus is his friend and they married to Jesus. When they want to do this, they want to do this for no black man out here. You see what I'm saying? If you lay down your life for a black man out here, that's how Yahweh Shai looks at you and be like, yeah, he did that for that black man, he's one of my friends. I mean, Yahweh Shai looking on no Christians to be no friends. It's a joke. Come on, man. All right? Okay? Now, what I want to do is, right, I want to get to proving a friend. Right? I want to get to proving a friend. You know our favorite. We go to Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6. All right, we're going to go to Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7. All right? Okay? And it'll say this. We're gonna start at 6. Be in peace with many, meaning you don't come into the truth and hear that Christ is a black man and your oppressor is the devil, the slave master, and all his children is the devil. That don't mean that you go out there and all of a sudden you hear this truth and hear what we're saying is so powerful that you become the commander Jayana. That don't mean that you go out there and you start yelling at a whole bunch of Caucasians out there. That's not what you're supposed to do. Do not do that. Don't be trying to slam no doors in no slave master's face. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have his time, and that time is coming very soon and near. You see what I'm saying? Be in peace of many, right? Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. So out of all of the Israelite camps out there in the world, you see what I'm saying? You don't watch every single Israelite camp out there. You don't have 1,000 Israelite camps. Oh, I watch each and every group. You see what I'm saying? Don't be a traitor, you see what I'm saying, according to friendship, the rules of friendship. I know you know none. I know you don't know any rules of friendship, no problem, right? At the ISUPK, you're going to learn the rules of friendship. You see what I'm saying? You're going to learn how to be a brother in here. You're going to learn how to be a family member in here. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be in a camp. That's where you're going to learn to be a brother and learn to be a friend and learn to be a better family member than you was in the world. You see what I'm saying? You was not the best family members to your family members. You see what I'm saying? Nobody here, you're going to learn to do that. Nevertheless, have but one counsel of 1,000. You're supposed to only follow one camp. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to follow him and lay down your life for him. Your counselor becomes your friend. You become the friend of your counselor. All right? Verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first. You see what I'm saying? Now you come to UPK first. You're gonna be proven. You're gonna see if you're gonna wear all black for 90 days just to see if you can do it. Just to see if you're going to obey or if you will not obey. You see what I'm saying? And then you're going to get your troopership and we're going to give you some duties. And we're going to see if you can fulfill those duties. Because some men cannot fulfill those duties. And we're going to see. If thou wouldest get a friend, if a man comes into the school, prove him first. You see what I'm saying? You know why you see out there having trouble every week, always in the news every week? Because they get friends that they did not prove. They don't know who they're rolling with. You see what I'm saying? And be not hasty to credit him. And we do that here in the ISUPK. Now, everybody online, right? Just show me a 1 right quick. Type a 1 on your keyboard, right? Just so I can see whether, you can hear me. If you can hear me, fine. Just type a 1 on the YouTube or Facebook chat there, right? Right? Yahweh Shem Aleph, user for Facebook is not saying a name Facebook user, right? From Fort Worth, Texas, right? Also, right? People to offset down here, right? Right and down, right? Okay, good, right? Being that he's crediting, that goes into the other thing, right? We're gonna want. Hold on, it's over here. We're gonna want First Thessalonians 5 and 12. All right, First Thessalonians 5 and 12, right? And Thessalonians is a name of a book, right? To say that the Israelites were stuck on this island called Thessalonians. When I say stuck, I don't mean stuck like they can't move nowhere. All right, they're stuck like how you stuck in America. But most of that crash, right? Yeah, I mean you can't. That's the lowest. So no problem. Go on, right? So Thessalonians and Colossians, and what's the other ones? Thessalonians, Colossians, Galatians, Philippians, right? This is just like saying Americans, Mexicans, Jamaicans, right? Where Paul, right, who was a soldier proven under King Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? He was proven to be a friend of Christ, who laid down his life to deliver the message from the Most High to the Israelites who were scattered abroad, right? And they were scattered to Rome. That's where you got the book of Romans. To Thessalonians, that's where you got the book of Thessalonians and Philippians and Galatians, right? Today we are scattered in America. So today, if there was a book in the future about our captivity, you had the works of Commander Indiana and on down, Captain Mashag, Captain Zaya, Captain Malqua, Captain Laban, Captain Gadar, Captain Yatizak. It's like it to anybody I'm missing, right? And there'll be books to say the book of the Americans, the book of the Trinidadians, the book of the Brazilians, the book of the Mexicans. It's going to be like that. The book of the Peruvians, the book of the Colombians. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be just like that, right? First Thessalonians, right? 5, right? And 12, right? And it says here, and we beseech you, brethren. What does beseech mean? Head priest Shai to always press on the word beseech. Because the captain Zakar who pressed it on me. What head priest Shai used to do. He used to press on the word beseech so you can look up the word and know the word. The word beseech, as simple as it is, it means to seek out and urgently improve. To seek out and urgently improve. Meaning what? To seek out in the brothers and improve the brothers. You don't give up on your brother. You find out your brother's doing wrong, you seek him out. And you help him. Why? Because he's going to help you. Because you're going to have weak moments too, just like your brother. And you call your brother in his weak time, help him. You see what I'm saying? Give your brother another chance. Right? We beseech you, brethren, to do what? To know them which labor among you. You got to know your brother, man. You got to know your brother's weaknesses. You gotta grow, you gotta know your brother's strengths. I know all about brother's strengths. My gosh, you know what we tell him? Captain Desire knows the New Testament better than anybody I know ever in the world. You see what I'm saying? Slacker. I shouldn't say that. Right? Look at the Commander Diana. Right? That man knows about Christ more than anybody in the world, in the earth. You want to learn about Christ. If you don't go to Commander Diana, you're not gonna know Christ. Straight up. And I say that boldly. You see what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go out there and test these other groups. Try them. You know what I mean? Go to IUSC and waste your time. You know what I mean? Go to HOI with Zabak in them, and you're going to be in a documentary called The Hidden Enemies. That's what you're going to do. You see what I'm saying? Go out there and try them. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody making a whole bunch of documentaries about us. That's what I don't see. I might see a liar, but you can spot a liar. You can smell a liar. You can crack a liar two ways because a liar has a crack that splits down the middle in two ways. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find any other bad news against us unless it's a lie. But for other groups out there, you might want to test it. Go test a church. Go test a Muslim, whatever. You can try, but you're gonna find your way back here. All right? Good. Right? Know them which labor among you. Captain Shamawa Allah knows you more scriptures off the head than anybody I know. You can tell him anything in the Bible, and he just knows the scripture like that. Captain Katazar, his name means the arrow. That's Captain Katazar's name. His name means the arrow, meaning he does not miss if you are in his target. He's gonna get you, and he's gonna get you, and he's gonna get you. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Who was in New York? Captain Zakar. His name means remember. He can tell you a whole lot of stories about brothers in school back in the day. And he can compare the brothers in school today to the brothers back in the day. Why? Because as Commander Jehanna says, right, we sit in the same seats as the great men that left us. And the scriptures say in the scripture here that the latter house shall be greater than the former house. Yeah, we're living in that latter house. All right, no problem, right? Let's keep going, right? Know them that labor among you and are over you in the Lord. What does it mean to be over you in the Lord? Over you in the Lord, meaning you're talking about something that is in the spirit of the Most High. You're talking about the ranks of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? It's spiritual to have rank systems. You see what I'm saying? Now in the Most High's army, there is an army, and those brothers in that army have ranks. You see what I'm saying? Hold on for all of the unbelievers out there, all of the infidels out there that don't believe in camps and rank, right? Let's go get the book of Joel, right quick. Just a sidebar for a second, right? I'm not going to spend too long. We're going to go to Joel 2:11. And 2:11 says, the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Meaning what? In the Bible, in the book of Joel in the Bible, right? The Lord has an army. The Lord shall utter his voice before his army. If you're not in his army, then you don't hear his voice. You're not really getting the true message from the Most High. You might be getting a speech from a Bible fan, a Bible fanatic. You see what I'm saying? You might be attending a Bible club, but you are not attending the Lord's army, because the voice of the Lord is uttered before the Lord's army, and the Lord's army is one. And the Lord's army, just like forever, you see what I'm saying, it's being made on this earth. And you're going to what? What do you say again? Know those who labor among you. Know those who labor among you. You're going to know those brothers. It's not going to be the 144,000 random brothers from different camps and churches and different Israelite groups. That's a lie. You see what I mean? That's not according to the Bible. According to the Bible, it's know them who labor among you. You see what I'm saying? The brothers in the 44,000 are going to be brothers who knew who labored among them. Back to Joel 2:11, right? For his camp is very great, thus says the Lord. For his camp is very great. The Lord has a camp in the Bible. Who don't know that God got a camp in the Bible? And then hold on. There's other Israelite camps, especially city women in these other Israelite groups. They're saying, there's no camp in the Bible. There's no camp in the Bible. I just read it in the Bible. What does that mean about that woman that you heard that said there's no camps in the Bible? That woman is lying. That Negro is lying. That brother is lying. That brother don't know what the hell he's talking about. Talking about, oh, there's no camps in the Bible. You don't know the Bible. That's why you think there's no camps in the Bible. You don't know anything. Why are you even talking if you don't know the Bible? Don't talk about the Bible if you don't know the Bible. The same way how if you go to a job, right, and you become an employee, right, in a position that can harm your life. Don't make no one tell you about that position or tell you how to conduct yourself in that position if they don't know that position, because it might cost you your life. Right? That's all of the fake Israelites that's telling you that there's no camps in the Bible. When I just read Joel 2:11, the Lord shall utter his voice before his camp, his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. Meaning the brothers in his army execute the word of the Most High. The brothers who are not in the army, they pretend like they're in the Lord's army and cannot execute the words of the Most High. That's why they're not in the army. They're not in the army because they can't do the things that the brothers in the Lord's army would do. They can't do it. They can't go to Cuba, Mexico, and give food to Haitian brothers in a level 4 no restriction zone. You should never ever go there. You might die by the Mexican cartels feeding some Haitians on the bridge in the Cuba, Mexico. You can't do the things that we do. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna get whooped. You're gonna get your ass whooped, Lucky. You're behind whooped by Christians in the church. You see what I'm saying? You will have transsexuals being murdered in your group by members of your group. That's what will happen in your group. If you try to be like us, you're going to get a woman murdered in your group after she leaves her Hanukkah one night. That's what you're going to do. You cannot try to be like us. We got to We got a phrase on the beginning of all of our videos. It says, do not try this at home. Don't try this at home. It's risky. You'll harm yourself. All right? Also, big up to Kawhi. You damn right up. You know what I mean? Also, if there's anybody that got any questions online, if you got any questions on that YouTube or on Facebook, you see what I'm saying? Put that in there, Lord willing. I mean, we can answer these questions. You know what I mean? Right? Know those that labor among you, right? And are over you in the Lord. Meaning there's men over you in the Lord. And you might have to obey an order that you might think shouldn't be obeyed. Or you might think that you have a more right answer than your Lord. You don't. Right? And admonish you. You see what I'm saying? And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake. We appreciate the love of, we love Captain Desire. We appreciate his works. You see what I'm saying? That's our brother. We love that brother. You see what I'm saying? All the things that he done for the school. Lessen our burden by bringing so much brothers in the school. In every city. Every brother watches that Cross the Line radio with him and Captain Cuttazar. I'm big up to Captain Cuttazar too, because he started out the whole radio show stuff outside of Commander Johanna's radio show. And they had great success. And it was work. It took a lot of work for that to happen. And because they did that, they gave us more brothers to love. You see what I'm saying? We had all these camp signs, and we all were struggling with camp signs with very few men. And what did the works of Captain Tazariah do? Get more brothers, so we can now it's 2 men to a sign now. You see what I'm saying? They helped us with the weight and the burden of the work that's in here. You see what I'm saying? Now one brother don't gotta be a Shamar every day. Now we got brothers to split up Shamar every day of the week. And guess what? It's only gonna keep getting better. It's only gonna keep getting better. Okay? Right? And to esteem them very highly and love for their work's sake. And how dare somebody not appreciate the work of Commander Johanna, man? First of all, the school was handed out to Commander Johanna in 1995 at the Passover in 1995, but it was not a big celebration. You see what I'm saying? But everybody for sure knew about it because it happened at the Passover. And it was said the school was handed over to Commander Johanna, right, at the Passover in 1995. And he maintained the school to this day. You see what I'm saying? He was the one out there with the 7 heads back in the day, pushing that. I wish I was a black man. This is before Barack and them came in. Barack and them came in a little bit after him. Barack and all the ones that you heard about, Tahar and them, they came in around in his generation, around in the same years, but not the same time. Commander Johanna was there before all of them. No problem. They was there too. No problem. Commander Johanna remained and they left. You see what I'm saying? Because Commander Johanna was more serious about the work, and the Most High saw it. He was more serious than them. You see what I'm saying? And he maintained the school from them till now. A lot of men would have lost patience. You really why you don't see what they is like no more, because they lost patience. But big up to Commander Johanna though. You see what I'm saying? Because he maintained. You don't know why I'm wearing a tan right now and a garment right now, right? I don't want to be wearing no garment, right? If it wasn't for Commander Johanna. These other groups don't wear garments. They wear T-shirts with curtain fringes at the bottom. You know what I mean? I don't know if I got no. There's no fringes on this curtain here, but you know, there's curtains out there that got these little tizzle tazzles on the bottom. And I'll be wearing that if it wasn't for Commander Johanna maintaining the culture in the Bible, that the garments look like this. The garments look like something that if you saw it, you would say, damn, you guys look like Power Rangers. You see what I'm saying? But that was our culture in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? To look a certain way, to look this way. You see what I'm saying? To look like real life superheroes, and even with a regular culture for us. You know what I mean? No problem, right? Keep going, right? And to esteem them highly in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves. And amongst us in here, we might come into a little confrontation, but there's a way how that's dealt and handled. You see what I'm saying? There's rule books to how to have a conversation with your brother. And with those rules, we maintain in peace, while your Israelite group does not. Your fake Israelite group camp out there does not maintain peace out there. They're getting whacked over the head by Christian women on the streets. You see, they're being antagonized by Christians with demons, antagonizing their camp. All the brothers in your camp, in the fake Israelite group called HOY, they all hate each other in there, in the house of David. They all hate each other in there. You're not in peace among yourselves, but in the Isupk, we are peace amongst. Yeah, I'm in the Jersey school. You see what I'm saying? We're not in New York hating the Jersey school. I'm in the Jersey school right now. You know what I mean? I love the brothers in the Jersey school. You see what I'm saying? Help wherever I can, wherever I can put a burden onto myself. You see what I'm saying? They let me know and it's done. You see what I'm saying? No problem. We're gonna go to John 13 and 34. All right, John 13 and 34. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is what Brooklyn needs too, man. You see what I'm saying? Because the brothers who are friends in Brooklyn, they don't have peace amongst themselves. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let me send this link to Bayanya Alam. All right, just so you can get this link. All right, bear with 1 second. Okay. Also, if anybody got any questions out there, right, please feel free to let me know. Right. I wanted to get into some more of the order of operation in the ISUPK, what's required of a man, right? When he's a man of the Lord in ISUPK, meaning he's a soldier under Christ, meaning this is a man who has to think more about others than himself. And you're going to find many men who are just like that in the ISUPK, where they think of others more than himself. Like, I don't make meat for me. You see what I'm saying? I don't make meat for me. I make meat for the brothers. So the brothers everywhere can see it. That's why I make meat. That's why I make pirate shirts. Because everybody can have the culture. I do this so we can have the culture. I love the culture. And what I find is that fake Israelite groups don't really care about the culture as like they say they do. Okay? Okay? Wait 1 second. Okay, hold on, there we go. Paste. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah. Good. Okay. Yes. All right. Big everybody who's checking online. Don't forget now. Big up to Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones right here. Y'all should monitor about Shirin Shire. Checking it from Fort Worth, Texas, right? Next Sunday we're gonna have, and this is next Sunday, it's next weekend, right? We're gonna have the ISUPK annual cookout in Harlem, New York. Marcus Garvey Park is where it's gonna be at, right? That's where we're gonna be next Sunday. Everybody gonna be there, right? The New York brothers, Connecticut, Jersey, Boston, brothers flying in from out of state, from Chicago, Florida, wherever they can come from, they're gonna be there, and we're gonna be brothers there. Okay, that's what's gonna happen next Sunday. Now, if you want to partake, remember now, the food is on us. Food and drinks and everything is on us. Don't forget to look for the GoFundMe, right? If our brothers want to chip in, because we all eating, me and you. Now, if you are a brother who you just don't like to take no free food from, no problem, right? Put $5 on that GoFundMe, right? It could be as little as $5. You go put it on that GoFundMe. It could be, you might have it in your heart to do $10. You might say, man, you're gonna have a meal, you're gonna be eating, no problem. Chip in. You see what I'm saying? Chip in so we all can be, together and eat on that day. But we're gonna have cheeseburgers, we're gonna have all of the Benjamin food, we're gonna have the jerk chicken, all that. We're gonna have the Haitian black rice. Y'all never had no Haitian black rice before. Right? We got some sisters in here that make some Haitian black rice. I didn't know anything about Haitian food until I joined UPK, and through the works of the Most High, you see what I'm saying, and knowing the Most High's family, right? We was made to be more reconciled with the culture of our tribes amongst us. Okay, good, right? Now we're gonna get John 13 and 34, right? Right. Let me just post this link for the brother right here. Okay, John 13:34. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John really 4 witnesses, right? Meaning you're going to read these books, and many of these are going to sound similar or the same, right? Because these are the witnesses to say that, yes, the thing that Yahweh did was true, because here it is in my book. It was only the book of Matthew that people would say, we don't know if that's true. The book of Matthew is talking about healing dead people, right? But because there's 4 different men who are what he calls scribes, right? Scribe is not necessarily an equal person. A scribe just means there's someone who writes down history. He's writing down what's going on. You see what I'm saying? The evidence. You call that today, you call it like a newspaper or publisher. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Now 13:34 says, a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples. Now you go to a figures like group, you find men that don't love each other. That's how you know they're not the disciples of Christ, because they don't love each other. You see what I'm saying? They hold a grudge against each other, and they will never forgive each other. Right? That's how you know who's not on the Yahweh side of Christ. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know who's not, who's really down for the Most High in Christ. The IUIC is not Israel united in Christ. They're not united in there. All right? And neither is these other figures like groups, right? No problem, right? By this you shall know that all men, by this shall all men know that you are my disciples, and all men is going to know this. Why? Because all men are going to know of all of this, the horrible stuff that's going on in these fake Israelite groups, and the UPK will remain as clean. If you have love one to another. Okay? Now we're going to go to Galatians 6:1. Okay? Galatians 6:1. Right? For the brothers that were scattered in Galatia. Okay? Hold on, baby, 1 second. All right, we're going to get Galatians 6:1. Okay? And it says, brethren, right? If a man be overtaken in a fault, now we're talking about a fault. We're talking about a brother who made a mistake. And what do I mean a mistake? Right? He did something wrong. Of course, it's a mistake because in his right mind, he wouldn't do it. Right? But of course, you have demons that tempt you every night and day to do the wrong thing. And they always want to catch you in mistakes so you can give up on this hope in being saved from America. Right? That's Satan's job. Satan's job is to get you to not want to do the work of the Most High, to not join the ISUPK, to not come to class, to be scared of coming to class. Satan is trying to stop you from getting a crown on the Yahweh side of Christ, man. But you should ignore Satan. You should ignore the demon. Now, you come to class now, and now you're being tempted by Satan. If a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, meaning you don't look at Carter, you don't look at him like, oh, he's just a filthy, dirty bastard. You know that you can fall in the same hole that he fell in. You can trip on the same stone that he tripped on. You can die like he can die. You see what I'm saying? Ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness. Meaning you get down there low with him, man. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to look down on him all the time and just be ashamed of him. Meanwhile, you know what kind of man you were before you came into school. You see what I'm saying? First, the scripture says a just man falls 7 times and gets up 8. You see what I'm saying? You might have came to school and made a mistake yourself. So you see a man that make a mistake. You see what I'm saying? Don't hold it on to him for life that he made this mistake. You lift that brother up and let him know that, yo, you are flesh like I'm flesh. You see what I'm saying? I'm one of the tribe of Israel in the spirit. Just like how you are a tribe of Israel in the spirit. You are man, you are Israelite like me. You see what I'm saying? We are on this road together. And you tripped, so what? Get up. Because we're still gonna walk, we're still gonna forge ahead. You see what I'm saying? I might trip. If I trip, for sure, you better be a brother that help me up. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm for sure gonna be a brother that help you up. You see what I'm saying? This help gotta go both ways. All right? Ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Ooh. Now, remember now. You see what I'm saying? I gotta big up the trooper fire in your holler, right? Big up the trooper fire in your holler, right? Right? There's people in fake Israelite groups, right? That would see your brother in their group make a mistake and hammering down for his mistakes. Meanwhile, what do we find out in documentaries later? That these people are filthy, disgusting pieces of garbage in all kinds of ways. That's what you find out a year later when they're talking about you. You see what I'm saying? Here's what you gotta do. You gotta come in the UPK and get clean. All right? You're gonna get clean in the ISUPK. You're gonna be put through that fire, And that thing that's been tempted you, you're gonna go. The Most High is gonna give you through the Isupk all the tools and help to fight that demon head on, so you can start running from that demon. That's what hiding and giving into that demon. I was watching Lord of the Rings yesterday, right? And they got a character in the Lord of the Rings. Damn everybody. They get to the damn ring, and the demon is saying, if I get this ring, I'll be all powerful. But to do that, they have to abandon the friendship, and the ring makes them absolutely selfish and self-centered. You see what I'm saying? The movie is based on taking the Bible and putting it into the whole Celtic fantasy. I don't know what that stuff is, man. But it's a whole world that the oppressor done took from the Bible, right? Of all of the spiritual sides in the Bible, and inserted it into a fantasy right world, right? And you got this cat called Smeagol, right? And Smeagol is a cat where he has a demon talking to all the time, and he always talk in a third person, meaning like we want this, or we does not want that, or we wants the precious. You see what I'm saying? That's how demons talk to you. What the movie was trying to portray was how demons act to people. You see what I'm saying? And what they're showing is actual real life. This is not fantasy. Just think of all the wrong things you ever did, and the moment after you did that thing and you completed that wrong thing that you did, the amount of shame and guilt that came over you, like a cloud, like it just came like a wave of guilt. It was the wave of guilt that came over you, and you would have thought, damn, what the hell was I doing? You're saying what the hell you're doing, or what the hell you was doing, because now the demon now left you. The demon was the one who was talking to you all this time, and you thought it was you. It was not you. You see what I'm saying? What you received was a test, and you failed the test. No problem, right? The UPK is here to make you pass the test. It has to strengthen you so you can pass those tests that you always been failing. Okay, good. Verse 2, bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments means you bear the burden of a brother who you're going to see. And the Most High is going to make you know that brother. And the Most High is going to make you become friends with that brother. And you all are all going to share the van insurance. You all are all going to share the burdens of the pricing of the school and the renting of the school. And you all are going to share the storage fees. You all are going to share the burden. Okay? For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. And that was IUIC. That Nathaniel, he thought he was something, and now he got canceled, thinking he was something. He raised up a group, and he raised up the cat in there that got caught with all of the crime in there. They're gonna go down for a crazy mass. I don't want to say. You see what I'm saying? Because I need the law to be proven right, and I don't want to give them any heads up. You see what I'm saying? But in the ISPK, we all know what's going to happen for them. You see what I'm saying? I'll give you a clue. What's going to happen to the IUIC. The thing that they say that is always going to happen to us, that thing is going to happen to them and not us. I'm going to give you a clue. The clue is guilty by association. Because IUIC is a group full of criminals. Criminals from the top. And that top poisons everything going down to the bottom to its roots. Because their roots was poisoned from the beginning. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. When an evil tree cannot bring forth good fruit. Some cat talking about, he watches a little bit of IUIC, or he want to join there, go join there then. But you're really saying what kind of man you are. You go into the people who you belong with. Even the scripture says every beast loveth his own kind. Well, the men of God, they join men of God. You see what I'm saying? And traitors and criminals, they join with other traitors and criminals. Snakes love snakes. Rats, they love other rats. Pigs, they love pigs. They love pigs. They like to be among their own. When I became, we are a different breed of cloth, all right? Shalom, Most High Christ, what's going on, just on pink. I see you, sis, all right? Okay. Where we're going to go? We're going to go to 1 Samuel 1:17, all right? 1 Samuel, and by the way, right? Up into this era right here, 1 Samuel, Chronicles from Genesis and all that, right? this is where I like to pick out my Hebrew words from. You see, after like these books right here, and Psalms or whatnot, you're gonna find a little bit of remember we went into captivity under all kind of heathens after David and Solomon, right? So you might find heathen taste in the tongue. So I don't pick words for brothers out there who might be watching. I don't pick Hebrew words from after like the book of Psalms. Right? As a matter of fact, I don't even pick words from Psalms. What I do is I'll put words from like Exodus, right? Because you got an ancient way of speaking, right? In Genesis, where the verbiage is not the same. Right? But from Moses to about Solomon, right? There's the official way of speaking the Lashon Kodash in the Hebrew. Right? What I do is I'll pit the books against each other as testaments or testimonies to say whether we should use his word or not. And I use Psalms also as a reference, as a witness to prove words to be spoken and taught. You see what I'm saying? In the class I teach on Fridays in headquarters, all right? It says here in 1 Samuel 28:1. And it came to pass in those days that the Philistines gathered their armies together for warfare. Now this is in the Bible. Why? Because the Bible, right, requires action in real life to prove whether you're with the Lord or not. You know, it's not just something in your head like people think. I don't know where people get that from. That you just go think that you're on the Lord's side because you're thinking it. That's a lie. You see what I'm saying? Action speaks louder than words. You can speak all them out. Even the scripture says, love not in words, love in deeds. We stay there for every devil that says that he's sorry for slavery and all that. He about to kiss our boots. We make him kiss our boots to see if he's really sorry for slavery. And that's it. And some oppressors will prove that they are sorry for slavery. And some oppressors will prove that they're not really sorry for slavery. They're just saying it in word. Okay? Good, right? The Philistines gathered their army together for warfare to fight with Israel. Now, he's the army come to fight you. The victory or defeat proves whether your people is following the Most High like they said they would. All right? Now, if you're out there watching class online and you're scared to come into the school because of something that you're fighting, right? Meaning some demon that you're fighting, right? Something that's trying to get you wrong to do wrong all the time, and you don't want to admit it, and you don't want to come to face with it, and you do those things, and you're scared to come into the school, it's because you've been doing something wrong. You are being defeated. You are being left behind to die when Yahweh returns. You see what I'm saying? When the test is not for you to be over there suffering with your demon and to get right before you come, is to come here so we can heal you. To help you stop doing that thing. Is you gotta stop being a Christian. You wanna stop being some cat that just wanna stay at home all the goddamn time, thinking that you're gonna get yourself right, then come to Christ. That's not what Yahweh said. You're gonna make Christ wash you. Hold on. Is that in the Bible? Yes, it is. Let me get that scripture too. Right? We'll keep reading, right? And the king said unto David, know thou assuredly that thou shalt go out with me to battle, thou and thy men. That's what you're going to do if you want to be down with Yahweh the Christ. You're not going to stay home. You're gonna go out to battle with the men that go out to battle. That's what you're going to do. You're not going to go out there and say, oh, look, they're battling. Let us get our own camp and go create our own camp and battle. Cats don't understand the Bible. Cats don't get the flow of the Bible. These cats don't know. These cats don't know the Bible. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to get your own camp and go out and battle. You see, I'm like you are equal to us. But when we've been fighting since 1969, you're going to get up today and do what? You're going to get yourself killed. That's what you're going to do. All right? Okay? I want the part where Yahweh was washing feet. Okay? Mm-hmm. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. We're in the book of Luke 7. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hold on, verse 2. And David said to Achish, surely thou shalt know what thy servant can do. Guess what? The Most High don't know what you can do because you ain't got out to go and do it yet. The Most High would love for you to go out there and go to camp and raise your people up. But you want to stay at home. So the Lord is looking at you like you are fake. You see what I'm saying? Because you won't prove that you are down with the Israelites. You see what I mean? You don't go to the highways and byways like Yahweh said you should. You over there watching our class, following some advice from stinking, stupid Sakari. So, oh, you gotta watch the UPK, but you gotta eat the meat and spit out the bones. You don't know what the bones is, dummy. You don't know the bones. How can you determine what the bones is? One is saying that the bones is, oh, you can't. They're teaching that American has more than one wife. That man spit this out. Another man says, oh, I'm gonna watch all UPK, learn from them, but ignore the part where they say you can't smoke weed. A man is considering that to be the bone. Another man is saying, yeah, we're gonna watch the UPK, but the Bible teaches that you can rape. The Bible does not teach you can rape. Well, some man out there is following his own mind, not becoming new wine, not to be poured in his new bottle, but trying to pour new wine in his own bottle. That bottle gonna break and destroy himself. You see what I'm saying? You can't decide what the bones is, dummy. You don't know the Bible. All right? And for sure, you're not showing the Lord what you can do. You see what I'm saying? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to join a fake Israelite camp, and you're going to show the Lord that you can hate your brothers. That's what you're going to do. You're going to go to the fake Israelite camp, and you're going to hate the brothers in Sakari, and you're going to hate your brothers in the HOI and the HOD, and you will hate the brothers in the IEYC. You will show the Lord what you can do. You're going to be in a place that's so toxic from fake brotherhood, and you're going to join them there. You see what I'm saying? Here's what I would do. I would have you not go there. I would have you go to the home of the truth. You see, I'll have you go to a place that cherishes brotherhood like it's life and death. And that's the ISUPK under Commandant General Yohana. All right? Done. Okay, good. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get to Luke 7:38. All right, big up to everybody online, all right? 7:38. This is not what I wanted. Hold on 1 second. We want John 13:6. That's what we wanted right there. Let's get John 13:6. Okay, there we go. Good. Then hold on. Let's start from up. Let's go. Hold on. Before the feast of the Passover. Okay, we know when that is, right? Hold on. And supper being ended, the devil. Right, the devil in the New Testament is deceiver, meaning a demon. A demon is a deceiver. A demon is always trying to deceive your mind, right? So you cannot get the kingdom of heaven. And a demon's job is his ultimate job, right? As Yahweh says, right? All the Lord's hidden, the love of the Most High, all thy heart, and loving your brother like yourself. The ultimate job of a demon is to get you to hate your brother. And when you hate your brother, you're going to show that you don't love the Most High. You see what I'm saying? As Yahweh taught in another precept, how can you love the Most High who you have not seen when you can't love your own black brother who you have seen? Right? So now the supper ended, the devil having now put into the heart in the Bible means mind, being put now into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. Right, and the demon is always going to try to do this to you, and you better be strong against that demon. You see what I'm saying? You better stick to the protocol of the EPK. Now, if it's a thing like you already done this, you've done this 15, 20 times already. You guys hate each other. You guys looking at each other like you guys are cowards to each other. All that, right? No problem, right? Yahweh Shai, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he was come from the Most High, right? And went to the Most High. He riseth from supper and laid aside his garment and took a towel and girded himself. After that he poured water into a basin and began to wash the feet and to wipe them with the towel whereof he was girded. right? So Yahushua came to act like the servant to his brothers. You see what I'm saying? Because we come in here to serve. Everything that we do in the ISUPK is not for solely ourselves. It's for the brothers more than you. You see what I'm saying? You get saved by saving someone else. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do. You don't fall into an ocean off the ship, because that's what you are. Your life has been a shipwreck your whole life. You ain't gonna try to swim yourself to the ocean. You see what I'm saying? Brothers are gonna create together. They're gonna create a floatable item. Some floatable thing. You all gonna build it together, right? And you all will save each other on another ship. You're gonna build another ship, just like Noah's Ark. You're gonna build another ship to save each other from the shipwreck that you've been in. All right. Meaning what? You come in here to serve. The top man is serving too. A man that gotta give out the instruction, that's work. Instruction is work. You see what I'm saying? We don't worship man in here. You see what I'm saying? Commander Gianna, he serves all of us. You ever heard him teach? You ever heard Gentleman Hyman teach? You see, do you think he gotta be there every Thursday? You think he gotta be teaching on those Mondays? You think Commander Gianna gotta do that radio show on that Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday? I think he could be sipping on ice cream, eating ice cream in this hot summer heat out here. He don't have to be doing all this stuff for us, right? But he does these things so we can get better. That's the whole idea. Okay, good. Then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter saith unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Yahushua answered and said unto him, What I do, thou knowest not now. Meaning, in other words, right? This is biblical English. What you're saying is, what I'm gonna do to you, what I do, you don't know right now. You don't understand what I'm doing right now. But thou shalt know hereafter. Right? Verse 8, Peter said unto him, Thou shalt never wash my feet. He's looking at Peter like Yahushua, like, you ain't gonna wash me, man. Come on, man. Bugging. I wash your feet, you don't wash my feet. Hey, what Yahushua said. Yahushua answered him, If I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. You see what I'm saying? Okay, good. So Simon Peter said unto him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, if you don't come into the UPK and allow us to wash you, you see what I'm saying? Then you're just not washed. You see what I'm saying? In here you're going to find the disciples of Yahushua, the Christ in here, washing your feet, serving you, trying to get your life together. You see, I'm giving you advice, teaching you how to love your woman, teaching you how to love your brothers, to not be a family horrible member like the horrible family member you used to be. You see, to not be the selfish bastard that you always was. You see what I'm saying? That's our job. Our job is to help you become a better man, not to help ourselves become better men. But if I help you become a better man, I can give you the markers of a better man. And what can you do? You can put those same markers back on me to make me a better man. That's how the ISUPK works under Commander in General. I see the generals all the time. They think we don't see. We see the generals and General Hyman and all of them and General Mayak. You see what I'm saying? We see all of them washing each other's feet. We see all the time, and damn, it's a wonderful thing. And it's a wonderful thing for me to see my brothers do the same thing, and we're nowhere near the level they're at in spirituality. You see what I'm saying? But I see them doing it, and I see the brothers under us learning from them as they watch us. My gosh, you're talking about the counsel, man, that General Hyman give us, man. My gosh, man, talking about watching. I think General Hyman watches the most feet in the school. You see what I'm saying? Here's what I would like. I would like for all of the brothers in Brooklyn, New York, to come get their feet washed too. You see what I'm saying? Give me a soap and a rag right now. You see what I'm saying? We feed the homeless in here. What do you think we're doing next Sunday at the New York cookout? Having a good time for ourselves. We're going to be feeding all the homeless people that's on that street coming around and walking around in Harlem. All of the drug abusers, all of the drug addicts. We're gonna be feeding all of them. Come next Sunday on August the 28th. Marcus Garvey Park in Harlem, New York. What do you think we're doing out there? We think we're just having a nice time? We're working. Even though it seems like we're not working. We wash your feet all the time. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Now Peter said this. He said to wash his hand and wash his hands, not only his feet, wash his hands and his head, wash every demon out of him. That's the whole idea. You see what I'm saying? To get you to learn to fight that demon. Mind you, right? There's something out there called a hand, foot, and mouth disease. Where if you don't wash your hands, you get sick. That's what happens when you obey those demons. When you obey those demons and you go do some things that your rod and your pants is always trying to get you to disobey the Most High. Right? You go put your rod somewhere where it shouldn't be, right? In some filthy, disgusting, shameless woman out there. You're gonna get sick. Just like if you did not wash your hands. You see what I'm saying? No problem, right? Let us wash your hands, because clearly you ain't washing your hands right, is you? You're not washing your hands right, no problem. The Isupk is here to wash your hands and wash your feet and wash your eyes and wash your head, wash your brain. Brainwash you. That's what we're gonna do. Because if we don't brainwash you, your brain is full of all of that filthy, disgusting porno filth. You see, we have to wash your brain from all of that stinking, nasty, disgusting porno filth and all that weed, THC, carbinoids. What do you call that thing? The THC, the THC out of your head. We're gonna wash it out of you. Your mind is dirty. You're gonna get what these sisters always tell you all the time when you send them all of these penis pics. Your mind is in the gutter. Now we're gonna wash your head and wash your feet. Why are you washing your feet? Because the feet is always walking to the wrong places. Your feet always walk to danger. And as you became here in Brooklyn, we're gonna wash your feet, brother. We're gonna wash your feet. We're gonna wash your feet, and we're gonna wash your feet, and we're gonna wash your feet too. But you gotta come into the school. You have to come. You have to enter into the school to get your feet washed, so you can stop getting the hand, foot, and mouth disease. It's called a hand, foot, and mouth disease. Wash your hands, your mouth, your head. Your mouth is on your head. Your hands, your feet, and your mouth. And your mouth. Why are we gonna wash your mouth out with soap? Because you're saying all those stinky, nasty, disgusting things to all of those people out there to do all of the nasty things in the world. Putting all of that nasty drugs in your mouth, and God knows what else to put in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? Your mouth smell like fish. Anyways, Yahweh shall say unto him, in verse 10, right? We in John 13 and 10. Yahweh shall say unto him, he that is washed needeth not to save to wash his feet. Right? He that is washed needeth not. Meaning, if you're washed, you don't need to not get your feet so washed. You see what I'm saying? But it's clean every whit, and you are clean, but not all. Right? So you might be getting clean, but you're not all the way clean. Why? Because Satan is not going away. You have to endure to the end. That's what the scripture says. I'm paraphrasing, right? The brother who endures to the end, the very same shall be saved. Okay, good. Right, and brothers was on the outside. A disciple of Christ still betrayed Christ because he was getting washed, but he was not all the way washed. Right, so don't think. So what's the lesson here? Don't think that you made it once you're in here. You're in here, you're getting right. You started to conquer some demons. Don't think that you got the kingdom of heaven already, because you don't. Your house ain't here yet. Okay? No problem, right? We're gonna get Samuel 17 and 33. Okay? Right, we want to get the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel, right? 17 and 33. Right, we got about 15 minutes left on the class here. All right, 1 Samuel 17 and 33. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against the Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. Right? Hold on. Okay. Good, right? And that's us, right? We over here, we have never learned about no Bible. You see, I mean, we started learning about the Bible since what, yesterday, like last week, right? And our mission from Commander Johanna is to go bring down spiritual strongholds, which is Christianity. And they've been Christians since they was born. And that Christianity has been ruining the life of every single person you know, black, white, yellow, Chinese. They're all Christian, meaning what? They all uplift white supremacy, right? And put down the culture of the Most High and call and influence the children of God to be in captivity in the Americas under these devils. You see what I'm saying? And the Christian church is that spiritual stronghold that is holding us all asleep or holding us all in prison. And they've known this Bible since they were kids. They've been going to Bible school from children. And we got to learn this Bible from last week. And yeah, we are going to defeat Goliath. Okay? Okay? I want you to just skip down and get to the point. Okay? Then David said to verse 45, then David said to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Most High of hosts. That anytime you see the Lord, capital L-O-R-D in the Old Testament, you know that's the Most High's name there, Yahweh. That of hosts, meaning the God of armies. You see what I'm saying? And the Christians don't come in the God of armies. They come in the God of love. My God can crush a God of love. A God that's all love. My God hates our oppression. You see what I'm saying? My God is a God that brought the death to the Egypt overnight for all those who didn't want to put the lamb's blood over their head. Killed the Egyptian army, murdered everybody, killed everybody on the earth, saved Noah and his wife and his 3 sons and their wives. But 8 people. My God is more powerful than the Christian's God. The Christian's God don't kill nobody. But my God is a killer. You know what I mean? That's what we come with the Isupk. We come with the God that kills people in their sleep. Make you wake up and can't breathe with the COVID. You see what I'm saying? Make all of the homosexuals that came and made fun of us at camp, sticking up all their middle fingers and do all kind of weird gay stuff to us in front of camp. You see what I'm saying? The Lord made them hurt, right? Where the good Lord split them. That's what the Christians said. The good Lord, don't let the Lord. They was talking about the doorknob when you're leaving the church or whatnot. They'll say, don't let the door hit you with the good Lord split you. No problem, right? Them homosexuals, man, have been mocking us for a long time. And I always wondered when the Lord was going to strike back on them homosexuals, man. You see what I'm saying? They over there on the news talking about they feel like they're sitting on shard of glass to keep it PG rated. You see what I'm saying? No problem. You should not. You should give up your life to Christ. You should change your lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? That's what you should do. You should not love that alternative lifestyle. You should change your life, like Awashai said. You see what I'm saying? That's what you should do. You should give up all of your sins. Why am I saying this? According to the Bible, a homosexual sin is no worse than any other man's sins, right? So just like a weed smoker, right, and just like a homosexual, right, they both have to no longer be the man who they were. They cannot be that old bottle anymore. They have to be a new bottle and pour this new wine into that new bottle. You can no longer be Kevin or Jeremy or Chris anymore. You see what I'm saying? You have to be a man with the Hebrew name, a name after the culture of your race. You have to come back to who the Lord made you. All right? No problem, man. And these Christians come to us with the big church and the tambourine and the piano and all of the benefits of society and how they all accepted in society. They come with all of that good stuff. And we come with a stone, right? With one target in sight. You see what I'm saying? In the name of the Most High Christ, which is the Isupk and the commentary. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Verse 46. This day will the Lord deliver thee into my hand. You gotta remember that for every battle you get into, your enemy might seem fierce. Just know that the Lord is with you in the Isupk. You see what I'm saying? If you are not in the Isupk, then you are on. You are on the rough side of the field. Salakia, but you are on the rough side of the field. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no grass where you stand at. You see what I'm saying? You barely got ground to stand on where you at. All right, no problem. Right, we get that. Good. Now I want to get hold on 1 second. Hold on. Math. I want to get Matthew 20:8. Okay, Matthew 20:8. But y'all ain't joined me in the class yet. Okay. So the things I wanted to pull out for him, I'm about to save for another day. Okay. He warned me before 2 hours before class that he had to handle something. You know what I mean? So no problem. Okay. Matthew 20:8. Written in red, meaning I wish I was talking. Matthew 20:8. So even when even was come, even means evening, right? When the day and the sun is even in the sky, that's called evening, right? That's where word evening comes from, because the sky is even out between day and night. That marks the new day, according to Genesis chapter 1, all right? When even was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the first unto the last. Okay? Meaning these are people that work in the vineyard. That's why we call him the Lord of the vineyard. Right? And you got people who work in the vineyard, that's the steward. Right? Call the people who work in the vineyard, right? And give them their pay from the last unto the first. From the first man to the last man, all right? Good. And when they came, verse 9, when they came that were hired about 11th hour, right? Big up to Magana Marks, all right? Shalom Mark, all right? No problem, right? And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, like saying 11 o'clock, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house. Hold on, I'm gonna give you what this is in a synopsis, right? In other words, you come into the UPK, the Lord is going to give you a certain gift or a strength. You see what I'm saying? And it's lucky other one. I am low on data. I still can get class. Shield of Truth. I'm a Ghana Moth, right? What city you calling from, Babusha, right? City and state, all right? Okay. Okay. The whole idea is the Lord is going to give you a gift, and you're going to think that you should have got a better gift when you should not have got a better gift. The Lord gave you the best. What you're going to do is Shield of Truth, Magana Moth, right? What you're going to do is you're going to contact your camp leader in your city, right? That's why I asked you what city and state you're in, all right? But that's going to be the path you got to go to the camp leader. I can help you get to the camp leader if you tell me what city you're in, all right? Right. So now the brothers, they thought that they should have got more. In other words, they wanted to all be head priest Aria. They wanted to be the best, loudest speaker at camp. But that's not every man's gift. That's not the penny that was given to you. You see what I'm saying? Still, you have to multiply that penny. You don't put that penny under a bed. You see what I'm saying? Every man receives a gift in the school. Don't be upset. The gift the Lord give you. The Lord knows what he's doing. You see what I'm saying? Every man can't be the speaker. You need a man to read for the speaker. You need a man to guard the speaker. You see what I'm saying? And then the Lord will give that speaker when he fulfills that mission, right? Because that's work what he's doing. The speaking is work. The reading is work. The doing the Shema is work. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you do your work, that's what the Lord is going to do. The Lord is going to give you another penny. You see what I'm saying? And you have to multiply that penny. That's what you got to do. You see what I'm saying? Good. All right? Every man receives a penny, and they had received it. They murmured against the good man of the house. You see what I'm saying? This was all their figures that was in the school a long time ago and left the school in 1995, left the school in the year 2000. This was them. You see what I'm saying? They murmured against the school. namely the house of David, murmured against the what? What did he say? Murmured against the good man of the house. That was Commander Giano. Now, can I prove that it's Commander Giano? I will prove it's Commander Giano if a man comes into the chat box right here and tells me to prove it, because we have proved it many times before about the clue is the good man of the house who will not allow his house to be broken through. You see what I'm saying? That's the good man of the house. That's the same good man we're talking about here. You see what I'm saying? What's going on? It's stuff. Come. Okay. And when they received it, they murmured against the good man of the house. What's going on? It's stuff. Come. You see what I'm saying? Y'all want to join me? Oh, yeah, let's get seats, man. We got room over here. I mean, let's get room here, man. Bring the seat over here, man. I mean, yeah, man. Bring that seat over here. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm about to get a street for it too. Go right into the class, right? I mean, come over here. One brother come over here, right? Yeah, we don't got no 15 minutes in the class, though, right? Yeah, you can bring that chair over here, right? Right? You're in Colorado, right? Here's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna write this number down for Colorado, right? I'm assuming that you have not contacted the camp leader in Colorado. I'm gonna give you very one second. Let me get this number right now. Okay. You're gonna contact Captain Gadar, right? The number is 619-259, right? 1083. Right? I'm gonna write in the chat one time, right? We got 619, right? 259 1083, right? That's Captain Gadar. Right? You're gonna contact him, and he's gonna give you direction on what you should do, right? Now we have to do Mayasha Allah, right? We at Matthew 20, right? Matthew 20. Yeah, Matthew 20. What you could do? You could give me, right? No one ain't. Right? You can give me chapter you can give me Luke chapter 14. Chapter 14? Yeah, 14 and 34, something like that, right? Yeah, I mean, prove it. Just good man. Give me verse 8 right here. Right? We go to Matthew, chapter 11. We go to Matthew chapter 20, verse 11. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man. Right. So when the brothers that came into the school, right, the Lord gave every man a gift, gave them a penny. Right. The penny is a parable to say a gift from the Most High. Right. And one gift might be to be the best speaker. One gift will be to be the best man in Shamar, to be the best man to reason. Another man may be blessed with brotherhood. Right. You know what I mean? Another man can be blessed in some other thing. There's gonna be a brother that can read very good, but might not be the best speaker. Everybody will have their gift. A brother might got a better memory than another brother to remember precepts. You see what I'm saying? Read from the top again. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house. But some men murmured against the penny that they got because they wanted to be the best speaker. They envied the speaker. One man envied the might of the hand of another man. Said, he's so badass because he pushed that guy away. I could push better than there was brothers who would fight their demons. You see what I'm saying? That's why Yahweh said, you see what I'm saying? If you don't wash my feet, if you don't let me wash your feet, then you ain't a part of me. Because washing your feet means when you even though that they were already disciples of Christ, they still need to be washed some more. And it's not talking about washing your actual feet. Peter said, wash my feet and my hands and my head. He said, go to start with my feet. And Peter became head of the school. Right. So Peter became head of the school. Because Peter knew that, no, even though he was in the school, don't act like you got it already. You ain't got it. You see what I'm saying? You can fall in the same hole that the other brother fell in that left the school. You see what I'm saying? You are no different than him. Keep reading.
Come. 12. Saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour.
These what?
These last have wrought but 1 hour. And thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden and heat of the day.
Hold on one second. Wait again, Matthew what?
Matthew 20 and 12.
Matthew 20 and 12, right? I read it again.
Come. Saying, these last have wrought but 1 hour.
These last, right? Talking about these men here. These last men, meaning there was men that went to the field. There were men that went into the field first, and men that went into the field last. They all got a penny. Now these certain men, right, are the men who murmured, right? They walked about 1 hour, right? Keep reading.
And thou hast made them equal unto us.
Right. Meaning they got the same amount of pay. Keep reading.
Which have borne the burden and heat of the day.
Meaning their job was not the same, right? But they got a gift too. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 13. But he answered one of them and said, Friend, I do thee no wrong. Didst not thou agree with me for a penny?
Right. Why do you want more pay, right, when you agreed to work for the work of the Most High? You see what I'm saying? You work for the Most High, you get the pay from the work of the Most High.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Don't want to be something more than the Lord made you to be. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna get their due part. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta put in your years. Just like Jacob. Jacob wanted a wife. You know what I mean? He ain't get the best wife. He put in 7 years, he ain't get the best wife. He got the wife for the amount of years that he worked. And then he worked for more years, and then he got the wife that he wanted. You see what I'm saying? You want something different, just stick with it. You see what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. You gotta just stick with it, alright? Keep it.
Right.
Here we go.
Verse 14. Take that thine is.
Take that thine is, meaning take mine. Keep it.
And go thy way.
I
will give unto this last,
even
as unto thee.
Keep it. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? Right. The Most High is the one in charge. The Most High is the one who made you and made you to be the way who you are. You see, is it wrong for him to make you to be this way? Keep reading. Is thine eye evil? Is my eye evil? Keep reading. Because I am good. Is the Lord's eye evil because he made you? Keep reading. And he was good to make you too. You see what I'm saying? Moses said that he made all the brothers to handle a certain burden. You had more burdens, the Lord made you more brothers to handle more burdens. Keep reading. So the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Right. For many be called, but few chosen. Right. So many are called and few is chosen. You see what I'm saying? Many and some brothers are gonna appreciate the gift, and some brothers are not gonna appreciate the gift, and some brothers are gonna die in their unappreciation. Right? What you got here, right?
So Luke 14.
Yeah.
And
Luke 13 and 34. 14. Yeah, 14 and 34. Okay.
Come. Okay. It's the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 34. Okay. Salt is good, but if the salt have lost his
Savior,
wherewith shall it be seasoned?
Right. Now the ISUPK is full of salt. You see our garments in here. You see the culture of the ISUPK. You see what I'm saying? Now if you right, so read from the top again.
Read from the top?
Yeah,
come. The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 34. Yeah. Salt is good. But if the salt have lost his Savior, wherewith shall it be seasoned.
Right. The brothers that left the ISUPK, you see that their salt is not like the salt when they were in the ISUPK.
Right.
They look very different when they left the ISUPK. See, I'm keep reading. That's 14. That's 14 or what?
34. This is 35, sir.
Hold on. I wanted the part where it says the good man. We was focusing on the good man, right?
Good man.
Yeah, the good man. So we were reading about the good man. You can start at verse. What was that? It was 20, right? Go back to 20 and 8.
No problem. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto his steward.
It says Luke 12 and 39, right?
Call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first.
Right. This is what we was talking about. What the man was talking about, right? Who got the penny, right? So there's a good man, right? And this man is the Lord. He called him the Lord of the vineyard. Why is it called the vineyard? Because the Lord's favorite fruit is the vine, meaning the grape. Grapes come from vines. Right? So you get wine. Wine comes from vine yards. Wine is a way of saying vine. All right, comes from the vineyard. You see what I'm saying? Because a good tree cannot bring forth an evil fruit. Right? Keep reading.
And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny.
Right, and the Most High hired these men, and every man got a penny, which is a gift. That's what we were talking about before, right? Good. Now we're looking at some of this good man, right? Because then they said, later on, they said they murmured against the good man. Right. You see what I'm saying? Because the school was handed to Commander Johanna at the Passover 1995, and a lot of these murmurers who murmured against this good man, they didn't like the fact that Commander Johanna got raised to the head of the school at the Passover 1995.
Right.
Namely in Brooklyn, New York. They hated it. They hated the fact that they did that. They went and had a camp against the school in front of the school, and one was on the 25th Street, and create some fake school out in Brooklyn called the House of David. Right? What you got there, Prashad?
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 39. And this know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come.
Because the house has come in like a thief in the night. If you knew what hour the thief would come, keep reading.
He would have watched.
Right. So if the prophecy said that Yahweh has come in the third day from when he left, right, and each day calculates to 1,000 years according to Peter's, then the Yahweh has come back in the year 2000. And if you had known it, you should have said it. And Commander Gianna said it. Head priest Ariel said it. Keep reading.
And not have suffered his house to be broken through.
Right, because on December 31st, 1999, from what I heard, everybody ran to a church and got baptized because they believed the ISPK because we said it. Everybody tried to improve their life because we said it. You see what I'm saying? Skip me up to verse 36.
Verse 36. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord.
Right. So you're like a woman who waits for her Lord. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
When he will return from the wedding.
When he returned from the wedding. Why? For the wedding, a man will marry many women. Yeah, you got that video with Drake the other day. I remember the video with Drake where he married like 50 women or something like that. Right. And I mean, we're like that. We're all coming into school and marrying ourselves to the truth, waiting for our Lord. See what I'm saying? Keep reading. But Dad, give me the next verse, Brother Shaw.
Verse 37. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching.
Right, meaning we have to be watching. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading. Give me verse 38.
Verse 38. And he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch.
He might come in the second watch, meaning the second watch is the year 2000. We're looking for the year 2000. He didn't come in the second watch, which was the year 2000. You see what I'm saying? He came back in 30 AD. He came in 0 AD, died at 33 or something like that, right? That was the first watch, right? Everybody was reading in Isaiah, Christ is coming back, here he is. We don't believe this in. No problem. He's coming back in the second watch. You see what I'm saying? Year 2000, he didn't come. Now we're in the third watch. We're the only watch left. You know what I mean? Keep it.
And find them so. Blessed are those servants.
Blessed are those servants who waited in the third watch. Because the brothers who was watching in the second watch that left because of the year 2000 they didn't come, they left the school. They are not the ones who are blessed. The scripture said the latter house will be greater than the former house. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And know this.
We read that part already, right? Skip it down to verse 42.
Come God. Verse 42. And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward?
Who is that faithful and wise steward? This man, there was a man who had faith who didn't give up in the second watch. That was Commander Gianna. You see what I'm saying? And men with him. I'm saying specifically Commander Gianna because he stayed in the Philly school in the ISUPK when everyone in Philly else left and everyone in New York left. And one went to go saying America that one wife and another one saying this garbage and that garbage, right? Keep it.
Whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household.
And the Howard is talking about another man, not himself. You see what I'm saying? And Commander Gianna was made to be ruler over the household. They made him head of the school in Passover 1995. You see what I'm saying? Skip it down next verse.
Come on, verse 43.
Give me 45.
Verse 45. But and if that servant say in his heart,
right,
my Lord delayeth his coming.
Some cats say, how is he coming January 1st, year 2000? Well, I guess he ain't never coming. He's the Lord. How is he delayed his coming? Keep reading.
And shall begin to beat the manservants and maidens.
Right, meaning they go from one camp to another camp to fight camps. That was the ICGJC going to beat up the cats from GOCC. You see, this is all these figures like was I want to go and fight each other. Keep it.
And to eat and drink. And to be drunken.
And eat and drink and to be drunken, meaning they took on new philosophy. That's that wine in Revelation is philosophy. You see what I'm saying? They took on another religion. They tried to change the truth. Who changed the truth into a lie? We won't sit in the book of Romans. Keep reading.
Verse 46. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him.
Right, as when Commander Gianna taught that the Most High was coming back in the year 2000, at the same time he said that it's going to be what? The sign of Jonah. You got to do this thing. And he said, and at the same time he said that what? How is that coming in a time? He coming like a thief in the night. You don't know when a thief is coming in the night. He just comes when all your lights are out. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And at an hour when he is not awake or aware.
Come. Keep reading.
And will cut him in surrender.
Cut him in sunder. Cut him in sunder. Cut him in pieces. Keep reading.
And will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers.
Right, and they're gonna be those figures like groups are gonna be in the same hole as the Christians. Keep reading.
Verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself.
Right, many men heard of the truth. Many men know how is black, and this is a black man's book, and how is coming back, and 144,000 is gonna be risen up out of one camp, as it says in the Bible, right? But that man did not prepare himself. Keep reading.
Neither did according to his will.
Meaning they gave up on the work to the Lord. Keep reading.
Shall be in with many stripes.
He shall be beaten by many stripes. He's going to get as whooped by all of them demons that the Lord got for him. Right? Anyway, and that's that, right? Police officer at the heart, right? Isupk Brooklyn. You see what I'm saying? I told you before. Big up to police officer Kashaka War. Big up to Ayasha Allah. You know what I mean? Anybody want to come to the school when we're having it at the library? You got to contact me, right? You want to get in contact with the school. You don't want to be a sluggard. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be a cat that Yahushua said in the scriptures that you're going to be cut asunder with the disbelievers. You want to come and do the work of the Most High, man. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna contact 347. You're gonna text this number, right? For all those in Brooklyn, right? 347-280-3520, right? That's 347, right? 280, right? 3520. All right. Don't forget next week, Sunday, right? Next week Sunday we're gonna have the New York City Cookout, right? Marcus gonna be pork, right? Remember we all eating. Everybody come from all over, right? You come in too, you gonna eat. It's all you can eat. It's the real all you can. You're gonna be feeding the homeless people. You're gonna be feeding everybody, right? If you appreciate the work what we're doing, you see what I'm saying? You're gonna go on the website isupk.org, right? And you wanna look up the GoFundMe on ISUPK, right? And you're gonna donate, all right? I put the number on the chat for the ISUPK Brooklyn, right? It's right there, right? Contact me if you wanna come and attend classes for ISUPK Brooklyn, right? That's my time, right?